Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was one of the most famous leaders of the Indian independence movement in British-ruled India. He is commonly known as Mahatma Gandhi or Bapu, which means father of the nation, as an honorific stemming from his role as a guiding figurehead for India's independence. Gandhi employed non-violent civil disobedience to lead massive campaigns of non-cooperation against colonial rule. His primary philosophy was one of non-violence, or ahimsa, and civil rights for all people regardless of religion, race, or class. He led the largest mass movement in world history through peaceful demonstrations, strikes, and protests involving millions of participants. Some of his most well-known campaigns included the non-cooperation movement in 1920 to 1922 and the Salt Satyagraha of 1930. Through his example of tough moral leadership and spiritual conviction, Gandhi was able to influence local communities and bring global attention to the Indian independence struggle. He introduced the world to concepts like satyagraha, which loosely means insistence on truth, and civil disobedience inspired later human rights and civil rights movements across other nations. Gandhi was assassinated on January 30, 1948 in New Delhi. He was shot at point-blank range while walking to a prayer meeting. The assassin was Nathuram Godse, a Hindu nationalist who opposed Gandhi's tolerant views. Godse and his co-conspirators were later tried and executed for murder, which came as a shock to the nation and world that had embraced Gandhi as a leading figure of nonviolence. Ultimately, Gandhi's peaceful campaigns succeeded in achieving independence from British rule for India in 1947 after over 200 years of colonial occupation. He is still widely honored as the father and founding figure of modern India for championing independence achieved through nonviolent means. Gandhi remains an iconic figure revered for his moral leadership and commitment to social justice and human rights.